Hey friend, my name is Kari and this is Homestead by the Highway. I welcome you if you are new. Welcome back if this is not your first AZURE haul video that I've done. And this is my December order and I wanted to go ahead and share it with you because I got items that I'd never ordered before, and I got items that a lot of people ask questions about that I wanted to share how they arrive. So I'm going to do the frozen stuff first so that I can get it back in the freezer downstairs. And the first thing I got were a 5-pound box of the organic green peas. I did take them out of the box to get them into my freezer. It is the holidays, so I have some other stuff in there that's not normally in there. But I wanted to share with you. People are like, does it come as one solid clunk? I am in Southwest Michigan, so mine traveled across the country in their freezer cooler in the truck, and this is how mine are. They were beautiful, they are separated, and I want them to stay that way. That's why I want to quickly get them back into the freezer. But they are nice sized peas, they're beautiful and bright green. So I got a 5-pound organic box of those. They were $20 and some change. 2014, and I don't know if they were on sale, if that's why they ended up in my cart. The other 5-pound box I got were the 5-pound box of the strawberries. These are the whole in pieces, and I see very few pieces. I'm very, very happy with these. These are a little more of a solid plump, and that's how I took them out of the box the first time. I'm sure one bang on the counter and these would all break up easily. So those are the whole strawberries. They look beautiful and delicious. So I'm going to pull some of these out for later today. But those were $24.07. So those a little more on the pricey side than I'd normally pay for strawberries. But it is a 5-pound box for $4 a pound. Off season, frozen, probably is a really good price. They are organic, so I'm going to go ahead. I did it. I really wanted to have some strawberries in the freezer because I did not do strawberries this year. I did not get any from my garden because I just started mine, as well as I just didn't buy any this year because the price of a quart at my farmer's market, a quart of strawberries was $5 and $6 at least. So I just went ahead and got these from AZURE. They're still $5 a pound, but I think that they're already clean, they're already ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. The other thing I got, and I had purchased one of these already, so this is the AZURE Husbandry Bread for Life Starter, and this was $13.22. I really want to learn to make a sourdough, and the more I've read about this, I'm not sure if it's a true sourdough or not. I'm thinking that it is, but I left mine in the fridge because we were going to be going out of town. Now it's been in there a really long time, and it says to start it within 3 days. So I didn't, but I got a second one, and I'm just going to do them both side by side, and we're going to go for it. So I did get that again for the second time, not because I ruined my other one, just because I ignored it, and it says to add flour and do the things within 3 days, and I did not. The other cold item I got were the sweet organic crunchy mini sweet peppers. I am not a big pepper fan, but I do love these, so I'm going to clean a bunch of these up today for us to just munch on. Today is actually Christmas, so if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. We are just having a low-key day. We've already done all of our family things. Our kids have grown, so we are able to just relax here at home, my husband and I wanted to be able to dig into some of this stuff, so that's why I'm doing my video right now. Anyways, these are, it says 1 pound 16 ounces. I'm thinking it's just 1 pound. They were $9.50. The last batch I got from my store, which are not organic, they were like $7, and they were really tough. It was really weird. So I paid almost $7 for a bag this size, and they weren't organic. So I figured I'd give these a try, and I also did it so that people could see. They look very, very fresh, very, very beautiful. How things traveled across the country to this side. I did pick up 3 romaine hearts. These are also organic romaine hearts. These were $7.50, and these are $9 for the organic ones for these same 3 size heads at my local grocery that sells organic stuff. So $7.50 was a really good price for 3 of them, and I'm okay. I'll get those all cleaned up and I'll have them on salads for the week. Those are the cold items, so I'm going to pause really quick and get this all put away, and I'll be right back. All right, I got that stuff put away. The other thing that a lot of people have been asking on videos and stuff like that is, how does the stuff come packed? And so I wanted to save my box. I kind of left it in there. I had to pull the Bread Life, the starter in the glass jar was in this. This has an arrow going up. It tells the person getting it off the truck that they need to keep this facing up because there may be something that leaks. So that AZURE starter was in here. It needs to be kept refrigerated. The whole truck is refrigerated, and then there's a special freezer section. So with that, these people are Tetris packing champions. I did have to dig, like I said, that thing out, but the rest of this was packed in here with it. And so I thought I'd show you that this is kind of how they come. They reuse all their boxes, so they're not buying specialty boxes that have their logos or anything on them. If you get one that has their logo on them, it's because it's a product they make. But they cut them down and they make them specialty fit, whatever. So you may get one that says steak fries and you didn't even order steak fries. It's okay. Your contents are inside. One of the things that I have been ordering the last few months, and this is, I think, my 3rd order, maybe my 4th with it, is this lion's mane. It's a 30-day supply. I do miss a few days here and there, so they last me a little longer than 30 days. I just got this one. It's good till 5 of 26, so it's got a long shelf life on it. If that's another thing that people ask about, like, how do you know something isn't going to expire and that kind of stuff? I've always had good shelf life on any of my products that I've ordered. This is $21.30. I catch it on sale once in a while, or it'll have AZURE cash attached to it, which means you kind of get a rebate on your next order. I can take like $4 off or whatnot. So I have been buying this every month. I really, really do like it. I encourage you to go read about lion's mane and what it can do for you. It has been a wonderful thing for me. The next thing I got was another bottle of the avocado, the refined cold pressed oil. I think last time it came in a glass bottle. This time I'm back to plastic. This was $17.28. I'm finding that I'm using a lot more avocado oil because I am baking and doing other things that's requiring more oil. I do not use any vegetable oil or canola. So this is 99% of what I use. Most of the time I do use, which one is this? This was avocado. I do use olive oil as well. Maybe it was the olive oil that came in a glass bottle. So those are the only 2 oils that I have. I do have some tallow and lard and stuff like that as well. The other thing that I got, and I bought 3 of them, are the garbanzo beans. These do not come yet in like a case price or a discounted price. These were $5.11 for the 3, and they are the AZURE brand. They're low sodium. I love these for hummus. I just keep a few cans because that's the only thing I really use them for, is to make hummus. So I got a few more cans to throw on the shelf there. This was new to us. I bought this because it sounded yummy. The Jovial brand organic gluten-free mac and cheese. This is the white cheddar. It just sounded yummy, and it was on sale, so I thought, well, let's try a box. This was $4.37 for this one box. So I would have to really, really love it. I do try to eat better and make better choices, but sometimes it's just out of my price range of what I'm willing to pay at that point in time. So maybe this was on sale or something. This is good until 5/18 of 24, but we'll probably eat it in the next few weeks or whatever. We'll just make it up with something else, but I wanted to give it a try. I'm a snobby macaroni and cheese eater, as people would like to say, so I wanted to give this a whirl and just see how it was. I pulled this out so that I could share prices. Something that I'm excited about and I've been seeing is people are sprouting their own seeds in glass jars, and I completely and totally want to do this. I love like microgreens and stuff like that on my salads. I love them to like munch on and stuff, and they've been doing it in glass jars. So Azure has, this is the organic salad blend, which is organic radish, mung bean, alfalfa, red clover, sprouting seeds. So that is, I'm going to try to get you, I don't know if it'll zoom in well enough on that so you can see all the seeds in there. This is a bazillion seeds. It is 4 ounces, but I got these to try. This was $8.66, but I buy the little containers at the store, and sometimes they're $3 and $4 for a little container. So $8 for this, and I'm gonna get a ton more. I'm really excited to try this, so watch for that. I will do a video about it. And potatoes, and if any of you've watched, I've ordered a bazillion potatoes. I have a bunch canned, but sometimes we want a fresh potato, and I have had none. So I did get the organic russet potatoes. These were $6.95 for the 5-pound bag. I do have that because we've had no fresh potatoes in our house for quite a while now. I got, this is new to me, castor oil. This is a 16 fluid ounce bottle, and it's $10.44. I've been reading a lot about castor oil and some of its benefits, so I want to look more into that, and I wanted to make sure I could find an organic brand. So I went ahead and did the Azure brand. Bread flour. I am an all-purpose flour girl. I use all-purpose flour for most everything. But I have been watching videos, and people have been making cookies and things, and some things that they make, they've been switching it over to bread flour, and the result of the product has been game-changing for them, they're saying. So I thought, I'm going to get a bag of bread flour, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a whirl and try some things with bread flour versus my regular flour. So this is whole red wheat, which is what they also recommend using in that starter. And until the starter gets really strong and going, I want to kind of use what they recommend. So whole red wheat, unfined organic flour. This was $13.95 for the 10-pound bag. So I did get a bag of that to use. And this is the Azure Flyer, which sometimes I get one, sometimes I don't, because my delivery is at the end of the month, but I love the little articles in it, and it's the sale flyer as well, but I don't know stuff well enough by brand, so I don't really even look at the sales flyer on that. I just go scroll the page in Azure. The last thing that I got, I did all of those. I got this. It was on sale kind of late in the season. This would have been probably better Halloween, Thanksgiving, but I'm excited to add this to my books. I try not to buy a lot of cookbooks and stuff like that, but I am finding that when you go out on the internet and you try a recipe and there's not always, you can tell it's not right. You can tell that it's missing something, or the person posted the recipe and maybe they accidentally forgot the ingredient. Maybe they made it wrong and they never came back to correct it. And I'm a little leery. Now, could that happen in a printed book? Absolutely. Totally could happen. But I watch another channel. She talks about the AI, and people can just write books on topics that they know nothing about. So I'm becoming more leery of everything that I'm seeing and reading on the internet. I've always used it with caution, but I don't want to be wasteful of the food products that I'm paying for and putting on the stove and in the oven and all of that time if the recipe was totally incorrect to begin with. But this one that I purchased from Azure is the Pumpkin Cookbook, 139 recipes celebrating the versatility of pumpkin and other winter squash. And the other reason why I got this was because I actually grew pumpkins this year. So I have pumpkins to cook, and I want to. So this has it, let's see, this has it listed on the back as $16.95 in US dollars. I paid $14.24 through Azure, and it is beautiful pictures and that kind of stuff. My favorite way to get books is spiral bound, so they lay flat, but that's okay. Sometimes the price point is too much for that. I don't even know if this one comes that way, but so I did get this. I'm excited because I do have pumpkins that I want to cook up, so we'll cook some stuff through this as well. That, friends, is my December Azure haul. Originally, it was $176.71. My shipping this time was $15.02. I have 8.5% shipping here in Southwest Michigan. The shipping rate is based on how far away you are from the Azure facility. There's people near the Azure facility that get free shipping. And the farther away it is, the farther that the truck has to come, your shipping rates go up. 8.5% to me is not that bad. I would $15.02. I got some heavy stuff. I got two 5-pound boxes of frozen food, a 5-pound bag of potatoes, a 10-pound bag of flour. If I had to ship that or get that somewhere else, I would pay way more than $15. I ship stuff at my work through UPS, and that definitely, just those items would have cost me way more than $15. So I'm completely okay with that. So it was $191.73. I did have $5.06 in Azure cash that I just credited towards the order. So $186.70 is what I paid for my organic food this month. Again, some of the stuff was a little higher in price point, but my book, I shouldn't have to replace. This is not consumable, so I'm gonna always have this. My Azure starter for my bread, that, as long as I take care of it, I shouldn't have to replace. That should be a one-time purchase unless I neglect it like I did last time, which that one may be okay, and I may have two, which is fine as well. So, like I said, some things are consumable and some things aren't. So that is how my order ended up for this month. I hope you and your family have an amazing holiday as well as a happy new year, and we will see you in January. We're going to talk about seeds that we're starting. We're going to plan out the garden. This is the year where I don't have any of my trees around my garden before I actually planned for it. I planned last year and then we had to cut down a bunch of trees. So this is going to be a total game changer. I would like to try to, what they call winter sow, and put some seeds into jugs. So we're going to do seeds in some water jugs and have those outside. And we're going to do that. We have so many exciting things coming up to share. So if you'd like to follow the channel and see some of the stuff in the cooking, see how I'm going to use my starter and cook from this cookbook, my own pumpkins, please follow the channel, and we will talk to you soon, friend. Have an amazing day.